Hello guys, and welcome to episode 46 of my Rome 2 Total War campaign with the Iceni tribe. Today I'm going to be heading eastwards, but to start off with, I think I'm going to start the siege of Carthage. Now the reason I'm going to do this is because I don't want my levy freemen to suffer any attrition before they actually get a chance to attack. Their melee attack isn't that bad, their weapon damage could be better, but their melee defense is also pretty good. And this is mostly because of both their high unit ranks and their upgraded level 2 weapons and level 1 armor. If we compare my men to their militia hoplites that they have, their militia hoplites are actually worse. So that army is kind of irrelevant. We've got like a navy here, which isn't that great, and then we've got the actual garrison force of Carthage to worry about. So let's jump straight in. I think we're gonna just go ahead and fight this on the battle map. We get some ladders anyway, so let's just assault it. Okay, so here we are on the battlefield. We're going to maybe use rain. I don't think so. Let's keep it as dry as we can, just so that my levy freemen don't suffer from any fatigue. So there we go. This is Carthage, guys, so let's have a quick look around. Doesn't look as big as I would have thought it should have, but never mind. We've got the some good old temples on the top of this hill, like a small village sort of area. Looks like we can actually run up here with some men, although I'm not sure why you would head up there. You can get round there though, maybe. Nope, actually you can't. I lie completely. That's all blocked off. It's just this part here that we're trying to get. So these 3 points in this city. We have 4 levy freeman units already on the ladders. So I'm just going to look for a wall which we can climb. Probably the best wall would be this one, because it's defended by the least towers. Then I can capture this gate and I can run my men through. Also, what I might do is break down some walls with the ballistas, depending on where their troops are. So I'm going to move my ballistas over here. Ballista! Easily in range of those walls. Then I'm going to grab my ladders and they can climb those walls. And I'll get the rest of my levy freemen to just hang about behind with my Britain slingers and my veteran riders. Veteran riders are definitely going to have to wait until the gates are open, because they'll probably get, well, not slaughtered on foot, but it's not ideal to have my cavalry fighting on foot. So let's go ahead, start the battle, get these ladders to the walls, and take over the city.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
What I could have also done is put my ballistas over here and fired at their ships. That might have also been a good idea, but I've missed that opportunity now. They do have missile units on these walls though, so I'm probably going to attack the wall on the left first of all, because I'm climbing the ones on the right. Men slowly approaching the walls of Carthage. I believe my men are starting to get a bit of a tan. Been on a long walk through Africa. I've actually started to tan properly. The blue paint might actually start coming off. I'm gonna melt. But this wall shouldn't stand a chance.
The walls are breached.
Already gone. That's gonna more or less strand this unit, I think. Broken it in half at least. Let's try and shoot this gatehouse as well. Maybe that'll be a quicker way of opening it. Don't know why they have to readjust so strangely. Why do you have to turn the entire ballista around? To just push it back like a couple of inches and then turn it all the way back around the other side? I do not know. But that's going to try and break down the gate with the ballistas. You can see the shells actually hitting what seems like an iron gate. Hopefully that will get taken down pretty easily with all of the missile units coming in. It might have been nice to keep it on range so that these archers couldn't use fire. But I don't think it's going to matter at the end of the day. I'm going to start moving up my Levy Freeman now. We can actually probably charge my veteran riders into the settlement and try and intercept some missile units that are coming off all these boats. So I'm actually going to try to do that. I'm going to get my slingers up to the walls to try and attack these archers as well.
The enemy's gates have been destroyed.
Well, there goes the gates. Been blown open by my ballistas firing at it. And my cavalry going to charge straight on through. Going to stop these ballistas from firing. Levy Freeman are just getting on top of the walls. They're going to bump into some light peltasts and the archers. And these javelin men on the ground, well, they're not going to stand much of a chance against my cavalry if they're not careful. It looks like they're kind of glitched out, so I can't attack them. Let's go for a charge around the old settlement. Veteran riders have engaged these javelin men. I'm fine with that, to be honest. Just means that they'll get killed quicker.
We have captured a tower.
No idea why that Levy Freeman unit was suffering from morale loss. But all my men have basically captured the walls. We're going to come down off the walls now. And we can face off against these mob and militia hoplites heading my way. In the meantime, my cavalry can start running around to the objectives. We can get my slingers up on the walls.
We have captured the gates.
And my general can start heading in. Haven't found any other units yet. I think this is a huge army here. This is the one I was worried about, but it's still stuck on boats. So, looks like I might just capture Carthage before I even have to fight them at this rate. Especially if my cavalry just go around capturing everything. So, gonna get a few of my units to go and attack these light hoplites. Get my ones that are left. Start travelling through this gap to the victory point by the temple. I don't necessarily want to fight them on the stairs, so it's good that they've come down to my level. Lots of blood there from the charge. They're light hoplites, I don't think are going to really stand a chance. Let's go down to a cinematic perspective. So if we can see any people die, horrific deaths. Oh, more men coming down the steps though. To reinforce their men. So I'm not entirely sure if my cavalry can actually capture these sectors, because it seems to have just gone neutral but not actually been able to be captured unless I maybe dismount. So let's just quickly dismount my men. Maybe that'll help out. So huge melee over here. One unit of light hoplites really suffering. Gonna get my general over to provide some buffs. Slingers aren't actually doing much because the men have moved on already. Yeah, it looks like they have to be on foot in order to actually capture the victory points.
Victory point.
Similar to Shogun. We're going to move into this victory point. My Levy Freeman. I'm still fighting over here. I need to inspire the unit that's thinking of routing. There's only 16 men left in that unit.
Our general is under attack.
So let's move them out of there to save the unit. And the rest can move forwards. Yeah, looks like I was too late. They routed. They got some citizen hoplites coming up to face off against my veteran riders. I'm going to remount now I've captured the sector. And I'll probably try and charge these guys down.
Our enemy have lost a victory point.
Gonna get a couple of Levy Freeman units to come around the back of this melee. Not sure if they'll get there in time, but it's worth a try. I'll send one down to help out with the citizen hoplites as well. Okay, so frenzy charge into the front with the veteran riders. And they'll get a frenzy charge in the back soon enough from my other veteran riders. Well, it looks like they might not need it. Citizen hoplites being absolutely annihilated by that charge.
The enemy fort will soon be ours.
Okay, so it looks like a job well done here. And we just captured the settlement before their army even arrived. I think we destroyed the majority of the garrison units. Just completely managed to avoid this army here. Which is going to make it a lot easier to destroy in the future. So, there we go. Let's end the battle. Heroic victory. In capturing Carthage. We lost 321 men, they lost 809. There we go. Let's go ahead and occupy the city. Carthage is ours. Let's go ahead and convert the buildings to our culture. Change this Odeon to a warlord's hold. And the skirmisher camp probably to an ironsmith. However, I might dismantle this for now because this province is going to be hard to maintain the public order of with something that's already providing minus squalor if I change it to an ironsmith. May as well go for it for now. There's no point in really messing around with that. Scout here. Let's go to Thapsus. We may as well sabotage it if we can. Inciting unrest won't help. Poison wells won't help, I don't think. Inflicts minor damage upon all local garrison units. Okay, yeah, that will do. Poisoning the wells. Sabotage failed.
Hail to the mother! Forming a blockade!
Okay. Let's go around and have a look at our other units. Get the burning men from Ildon. Gonna stay there. I need to stop clicking on them. And I wish I could just like put them to one side in the forces tab, so that I knew that they were just not going to move for the rest of the game. Then we got the Woad Warriors. They can continue heading across Africa. The Noble Stags over in Segestica. I think they've pretty much sorted out the happiness here.
Ready for battle.
Currently, military presence of plus 18 is causing that to be happy.
Thirsty for battle.
So they can stay there for another turn.
How can I help?
The consorts of Morrigan, slowly sorting outside Damas. I can upgrade this settlement from a barbarian village, or barbarian hamlet, to a barbarian village, which specializes in leather. And the consorts of Morrigan can move out eventually once the provincial instability has reduced.
I am the knife in the dark.
There we go. I think that's everything done for this turn. So let's go ahead and click the end turn button. Syracuse going to attack my navy. That's not supposed to be a navy. I'm going to retreat. Hopefully he won't attack me again because I don't want that to be harmed at all. Subversion in Lilybæum, and the settlement is also blockaded by Syracuse. Anauni has increased in rank, so let's go ahead and improve her philosophy. Character trait report, population surplus in Lusitania. I'm going to make this into a commons. Construction report shows us that the warlord's holds have been finished. Got commons finished in Caralis. So let's make that into something useful, like a chieftain's hold. I think that's a good idea. Chieftain's hold there. We can upgrade this Lawmaster's Hut to a Bard's Grove with the happiness it provides. Libya has risen once again because the rebellion actually took over Thapsus last turn. So we're not really able to attack them unless we want to, which is what I'm going to do. There's no point in my men standing around, so let's just declare war on Libya and take Thapsus for ourselves. We've got a huge advantage, and I don't necessarily want to deal with elephants with this army, but I guess we could go into the battle. Why not? So here we are, we're going to keep it nice and dry. And what I'll do is I'll use all my ballistas to crush them from above. Because this is a supremely nice hill to fire down upon them from. Get the slingers in front with all of my infantry, cavalry, and my general. We can select our ballistas and we can start firing on their elephants. I think the elephants would be a good target first of all. Let's just tell my men to readjust completely because it looks like they're slightly out of range to actually attack these units down here. So I may as well get all the ballistas on the move, get them into their positions. Then I can kill all of the elephants with ballistas and probably the rest of their units, depending on how much ammunition is actually left. So, targeting the African war elephants.
The mother wants blood.
This is probably the easiest way to kill elephants in the entire game. Not sure if using explosives would help, but I'm assuming they work like cavalry. There goes one elephant. They don't like being knocked on the head apparently by giant stones flying from like, must be like half a mile away. Anything that's missing is just tearing through the back of this Carthaginian hoplite unit. And there goes the entire elephant unit. I don't know why they all just randomly die at the same time. It's rather silly. Okay. A hail of explosive rounds going to come in on these Carthaginian hoplites. That should be fun. You won't be broken by artillery. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Not. Okay, that didn't last long. Your line's a bit wonky there. Might want to fix that. Oh, JK. I got more artillery coming in. Oh, man. This is just horrible. Oh, it's not horrible. It's actually quite funny. It's funny to watch and both horrible at the same time. These men don't stand a chance. The worst part is, if you were standing there and you were told to just sit there and take this artillery fire, would you? And let's be honest. Because this is ridiculous. "73 men remaining." It looks like they're thinking about routing very shortly. I wouldn't blame them. There they go. So let's move on to the next Carthaginian hoplite unit. And make that route. In the meantime, can I get my veteran riders to just charge onto this Libyan Peltas unit? Looks like my ballistas actually have to move forwards to get into range to fire at the second Carthaginian hoplite unit, so no problem there, I believe. I can start moving my troops forward should I need them, but I don't think I will. Veteran Rider's going to hit these Peltas very hard. Hopefully get out before the Carthaginian hoplites arrive. Yep, time to go. Don't want friendly fire to occur. If an explosive round landed in the middle of my veteran riders, it would absolutely annihilate them. I don't want that to happen. One veteran rider here. Look at him fighting away. Beasting it up in the middle of the explosives. He doesn't really care. He's just trying to get out. He's like, come on guys, let me through. Let me through guys, come on. Get out of my way. Meanwhile, in the background, he got an explosive round right under the belly of his horse. Yeah, as I was saying, in the meantime, the Carthaginian hoplites are being destroyed. It's just too fun to watch. And with that unit routing, there go the Libyan Peltas as well, and we've won the day. Decisive victory. We lost 12 men, and probably mostly because of friendly fire. Goodbye, Libya. I'm sorry to spoil your homecoming, but yeah, you got killed for a reason. Gonna occupy Thapsus. It's the second settlement in this province. You can actually make this construction site to a sacred enclosure, and that will help out very soon with the public order. We can convert this to barbarian small town. In Carthage, we can convert to a barbarian city and a port. We can downgrade this trading port and upgrade the irrigation ditches to a Bard's Grove because we don't need the food at the moment, although the food is going down quite rapidly now. I'm making loads of new buildings, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that because it's very easy to just quickly go negative in like no time at all. Lots of ports though that I can upgrade to fishing villages should I need them. So with Thapsus taken, there's quite a lot still to do. We've got the scout down here. Can move him on to watch on the Nasa Mones. Maybe when he stops we can use counterintelligence. Yes, we can. Good. Adiatorix needs to move into the Aravisses lands. And we need to use counterintelligence here to find their agent that's been killing off my generals in Ibraucus's Vanquishers. Ibraucus's Vanquishers are actually more or less fully replenished, so I can put them to normal stance now, start heading them towards a kink. The Eredivisie won't last long now.
Deep peace to you.
Adbugio, still converting the culture there. Katios and Analni are fine over there. And Adiatorix is on his little ship. He can get off by Ida and help out with the culture conversion. Then we got the Iron Winds. They're being blockaded in Lilibeum. If we choose this army, we can probably kill this army with my navy, or we can probably kill their navy with my navy. So it might be worth doing. But let's not do that just yet. Swords of Power need to be moved up here, and they're now in range to attack the Aesti this turn if they would like to. So I'm going to, like I said, disembark next to their settlement.
You have further orders?
And why can't I attack them? Ah, because I'm in forced march. That makes sense. So I've got them onto land. Next turn, I'll change them to normal stance, just attack their city right from right next to it. The Wheel of Andrasta have just taken over Carthage. They're going to have to remain in there for now. The Spear Runners, they're right next to Badorgis. So let's put them into normal stance and declare war on the Lugi. They don't have any allies. Everyone hates them. So it looks like they're going to be gone soon enough. And I do have ladders to use. But that's going to have to wait until next time, guys, because this unfortunately has been my time. So, what you can look out for is this battle against the Lugi next time. It will be the first thing I do, similar to the Battle of Carthage this time that went extremely well. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.